back. Yes, I know. It was a little bit longer than expected, but my mother wanted to do a lot more than just haircuts, so here I am now. Also, I got this skin because I realize I don't really need PS Plus right now. I really don't. Because I'm not gonna really play much. But as you can see, Save the World's here because I got this skin. And since Save the World is there, I can just do a few things. So I believe you get 3 per whatever. And if I look at this, we need to do okay, I understand. So 3, 6, 9. Wait, no. 3, 6, 9. Alright. And the first daily quest we need to do actually is with pistols, daily scouting. So industrial construction sites. We're gonna just gonna chill in Stonewood, honestly. So we need to go to an industrial area, no foresty or anything. Industrial park is, I guess that's what it is. Retrieve the data, eliminate and collect. Is there something? What the hell? Actually, is there like another thing? Industrial construction. Is that what it's called? Industrial park. So I just go to the industrial area. I mean, we should be fine, but we also need to kill as a ninja, have a pistol, and then once we do all our dailies here, I think we'll be fine. There's no one there, but I'm gonna share my stream for anyone that wants to join in, I guess. Some people don't like joining in though, which I don't really mind. So I'm gonna stream now. I don't know where to send it though. You know what, why not? And then I'm gonna send it back into my own. Oh, we got someone. Ew, he stands like Razor. Alright, I wanna make sure I'm in my party. Yeah, I'm in party chat. Alright, so construction location, what does that mean? Also, I need pistols, so... yeah, why not? We just need pistols, that's about it. Okay, buddy. Only 300?
Even more dangerous part of the storm. A corrosive storm that closes in on you, eventually swallowing you alive.
Where is like the construction
ever happen here? It's happening here.
What does that mean though?
We need to retrieve the data as usual, but this time we need to watch the storm. Exposure to the storm will hurt you. A lot. You'll take damage when you're in the storm, so keep an eye on your health.
Well, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
We need to retrieve the data before we're overwhelmed by the storm. So you'll want to move quickly. We only have 20 minutes. Keep an eye on the storm movement on your map.
Doing this with a pistol is kind of hard.
Fortnite Battle Pass.
Fortnite Battle Pass. Yeah, I know, right? But I got a skin that I kind of do like, considering it reminds me of a skin I used to like use back then. Anyways, is it talking about this? Or rage? Oh yeah, since it is about to be Halloween and stuff, I guess. I don't know. I can't use that. Something different? I have to use metal? Oh no. I'm not really a big fan of doing stuff like this. What? Oh. And then...
Landing site spotted. Nice find. Any attacks from the storm's creatures could corrupt the data.
Oh, left?
You'll want to build defenses around the balloon's landing site.
I've heard like bad things. Let's see. Like I've heard a lot of bad things about a lot of other stuff. But I really don't care. It's Fortnite to me. Fortnite's kind of fun, you know? Like Fortnite can be fun. This is gonna get annoying. Alright, that's everything up here, so we just need to... And then I think this is it. I don't know what it meant by, like, construction or whatever. Let's get narrow. What does it mean by industrial construction location discovery? I don't know what it means by that. Is it talking about this? No, it's not. It's mission control. I don't know what it means. I guess we'll just do that in a bit. I want to do this mission then. Until weather balloon lands. Oh! I personally do not care, but bro, I cannot edit right now.
This man is grinding again.
Yeah, I need to do some things anyway. Oh, that's when that lands? Well, that mini's already up. Really, dude? Okay. Yeah, I am grinding again, mister. Is that a problem? Bruh. Wait. That bro left. I'll take your blue though, honestly. But with a pistol though. Who is this? There's no one in here and there's no one talking. Oh, it's the guy that left. Okay. He's still alive. You know what? Since I'm by myself, I might as well just do it. Get out the way. I need to go find wherever that construction thing is, because this is gonna help me. It said industrial industrial construction location discovered. I don't know what it means by that. I thought it would just like show up normally, but I guess I gotta like find it myself maybe. Also, I believe we're gonna need a trap. Personally, I cannot care about.
The only way we're going to retrieve all of the data is to shoot the balloon down as soon as possible. So bring down that balloon, download that data, and get ready to move.
Can I like? Bruh. You know what? I have a better solution. That's crazy, coach. That is crazy. What do I have?
I don't think that gun reaching there, bro.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Alright, I'm putting my phone away for a bit so I can focus on my mission. They don't really, like, are hard to kill. What's a good pistol to do this challenge with? That's my daily. They're getting too close. Yeah. Doing is shooting a pistol, bro. This is all I'm doing, is shooting a pistol. Honestly, there's too many of y'all. Honestly. I'm gonna have to ask y'all to get off, please. Oh, they got in. Okay. I don't need a healing pad. How do I change my traps? Floor, wooden, and then let's put that over there. Give us a little bit of a floor launcher, why not? How many times? Bro, where? Okay, buddy.
Another
Bruh. This is all we're gonna hear for a bit, huh? know they're getting close. Now they're getting close.
File successfully retrieved.
Oh, hey, buddy! Alright, you know what? I'm not letting you do anything. 8 out of 16 right now. We're getting a
Another
break.
file.
I'm gonna upgrade everything. Might as well.
File successfully retrieved. Data's looking good.
But why would a pistol though? Hold on, let me see if I have something better. Whatever this is, let's test this.
Data's looking good.
Oh, something way much better. I can just like, if they all get too close, I can just like do that. Oh, that's so much better. Where did I get this?
File successfully retrieved.
Bro.
Another file. We collected some of the files. All right.
Alright, so there's that.
Praiseworthy job, Commander. So, good job. The data you collected will help us locate survivors and weak points in the storm.
Uh-huh. That sounds like fun, I guess. Cool. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. We do need to do this though. I don't know how this is gonna work. Can discover unsuccessful missions. Can I replace this? Destroy 3 garden gnomes. Okay. That should be easy to do if we're doing loot or resupply. Because I'm pretty sure resupply is pretty good. I should destroy gnomes if I see them. Which isn't really that hard compared to what that was. I don't know what they were talking about. So we just need to keep our eyes out.
R&R. Ransacking and resupplying. If you need it, grab it.
The thing is, shouldn't Garno be like...
You've got 10 minutes to grab anything you need. But watch out, the storm's closing in. You'll take damage in the storm, so stay moving and watch your map.
Oh, we have an AFK. Oh no. Okay, well, GG's guys.
Bonus objectives are in play.
I don't care about bonus objectives right now. I have someone not doing anything right now. Not gonna lie, I don't know where. Oh god, I know you can do. Hey, buddy. Bro, he's not doing anything now. Hey, bro.
We need more people like you.
I'll reply to Rico in a minute. Cause there's like no way you're just standing still. Yep. Get him out of here. That's a no. Actually, I'll leave too. Be right back. I'm back. I had to do something. So I have to do that. I just don't know why people just do these and just leave, you know? Like, you don't do anything. I think it's better to be like in a city or something. Fight the storm. Anyone here? Yep, there is. Hopefully it's more than one.
Over here.
Let's see. Is this guy He's alive. Let's go. Hey, buddy. Alright. We need to find gnomes. I'm not really good at that. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I am kind of terrible finding gnomes. Because where would they be, you know?
This target's a tricky one. Keep searching.
My question is, where's a gnome? Where would a gnome be? Like, we're in a city,
Target
yeah?
located.
Oh, okay.
Drop the atlas on the target when you're ready.
You can do that when you're ready, brother. I'm gonna look for...
Bonus challenge is now available. Nice work. Add blue glow to the atlas.
Is
Open
it
mission control when you're ready to
showing me
begin.
if it's here? It is. That's so dope. It's showing me where these things are. I'm happy. Oh, he's getting it ready. I'm gonna get it ready for us. Cause honestly,
That's enough blue glow. You got this, Commander.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna upgrade these for you, brother. Cause why not? Bruh. I don't know if I did my daily quest or not. Alright, you know what? Screw it. I'm going and going crazy. Do we have something better? 77. That's pretty low. Might as well just pick this up. This is a really decent SUV. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, get back up, bro. I just want to do my daily and then get off, and then do that daily, whatever. 3 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna save the world out of the way, go to creative a little bit, then do my plug challenges. I think that's what I'll do. Because I do mainly play Fortnite anyway, so... And plus, I haven't really been playing anything PS Plus wise until... Like, I 100% know for sure, once Naruto Storm Connection comes out, you're gonna see me that on. Like, on that game a lot. But I think I'll first do is just do the story, and then I'll get PS Plus with the money I have left over. Once it comes out, and then I can just start playing it again. Play it on stream, show you guys what the ropes is, but first I want to do the story once it comes out. Oh, I know that song. I'm out? Oh, okay. But in my opinion, this is pretty much a really good like bloody Maelstrom in my opinion. It's like, it's kind of slim, not bulky or anything. It has a hat on, which is like something I like. I like hoods and hats. If only he was like more of a human-looking skin with a mask, like on like a robot way. That's nice. It's not bad.
30 seconds left to go.
Oh, I thought someone texted me. How long that? No! My boy! Okay, off me. Get off.
Nicely done, Commander.
Alright, what's up? Copyright. Copyright. I do kind of like this skin. For
Take it out west, slang it out west. Go metallic knife, I can shake it out west. It's up and stuck. Thought you can cost the game when we get this up.
So how's everyone's day going? Mine's going perfectly fine right now. 7,000 only? Yikes. But there's my 200 V-Bucks. Left all. 25k. We should be good. Hopefully. Yeah, we should be good. Because I don't think there's any more dailies. Let me check. There's no more dailies because there's only 3. Yeah, there's no daily thing showing up. I don't know when they reset. I wish I do, but now we have a reason to play Save the World, and we get XP from doing it too. So we're at 43, which is good. I think it's pretty much so that we get this skin now. Yep, we got the skin. The skin I wanted to end on. We got it, at least. Okay. Let's finish the full of this, and then we're done. We're not done, you know what I mean. I'm so ready for that skin to come back up. Who's on? He's still on this game? Holy. And now it's creative time, so I might turn my fan on just in case. Battle Royale FFA. Playground. He wants who in this? Who? Why? No, we do not want Freddy Fazbear in this game. We all don't want that. Let's be honest here. The pit free row. $32K. How to peace control? Sure. Alright. Give me 1 second. Alright. Alright. Beginner drills, advanced drills, music. You can choose that. I like the Shark Tooth. Best in the game. Combat's kind of bad, but whatever. No, let's see what this is. Digging it. Ooh. I want this skin so badly. When it comes back to the outcome, I'll get it. Beginner tutorial. Terms. What does it mean by terms? Like... I don't know what it means. It's Jar. Oh. And this one's the, okay, buddy. Oh! I understand. Because this is this. I don't understand anymore. Okay. Let's try peaks. So there's this peak. And then there's, if I can hit it. And then with this one, it's kind of risky. I don't recommend doing it. And then there's this one where you place a thing here. Yeah. There's a peak though. Going pro, he says. Alright, and then there's this one, the Marcellus. I can really hit it nowadays. Alright, let's get back. Optimal piece. Wait. Jumping in. What does it mean? I don't understand the map yet. Let's see. Let's do, let's see, counter this. Oh, this. So. Kind of like that, I guess. Like that. I guess now we're on drills. Basic boss. Didn't shoot. Bruh. I'm a little off. Bro, what? Bro, what? Okay. I think I overpeaked. Oh, that was clean. Let's try space. That was nice. Alright, on a ramp. So what I do, something like that. tutorial.
Anytime an enemy is on a ramp, you always want to try to get a cone over top of them. So practice getting the cone over the enemy, placing the close wall, and then editing a window or a triangle edit and placing the back walls. Then set up a nice peak and reset your wall after taking the shot.
So that's what he's going about? Because he could just like, hold on, he could just put a wall there, and shoot.
It's like some contagious
Shoot, reset. He could go back here, right? And you can just piece that up. Oh, okay. It's just, I don't expect that, you know? What do you think about basic bugs?
This first drill is open to your imagination. Box this sentry whatever way you see fit, but while doing so, make sure you're placing your builds from behind a right-hand peak. That way, if it was a real enemy, it wouldn't be able to shoot you. And of course, take a nice peek shot and reset your wall afterwards. If nothing I said made sense right there, you may need to go back to the beginner.
I understand. From above.
In this drill, you're going to be practicing piece control from above. Place a floor and cone over the enemy, and then edit the right tiles of your floor and cone. Do this while standing to the left of your floor and cone. This should set up a nice right-hand peak for you, and from behind that peak, you can place the walls around the enemy and set up a nice peak shot. After you take the shot, reset your floor, or place a wall in front of you to block possible shots from the sentry.
It's weird. Okay, from above too.
In this drill, you're going to be using the naturally built wall as a right-hand peak. So place a floor and cone over the enemy and stand to the left of the wall. That way the sentry can't see you. From there, you can place a cone in the enemy's box, walls around him, or a ramp in the enemy's box and walls around, and then take a peek shot and reset your floor after shooting, or place a wall down in front of you to block possible enemy shots. This first drill is open to your imagination. Box this sentry whatever way you see fit, but while doing so, make sure you're placing your builds from behind a right-hand peak. That way, if it was a real enemy, it wouldn't be able to shoot you. And of course, take a nice peek shot and reset your wall afterwards. If nothing I said made sense right there, you may need to go back to the beginner tutorial part of this map. In this drill, you can practice doing a Martaz peak, which we learned in the tutorial section of the map, or you can practice placing a ramp, floor and cone, double edit through the floor and cone, place a wall between you and the sentry, and then set up a peak. To take it one step further, you can practice boxing the enemy from behind a right-hand peak, just like we learned in the tutorial section of the map. And of course, when taking the peak shot, reset the wall after shooting. In this drill, you're going to practice placing a high wall in front of the enemy. So it starts out by ramping up towards the enemy and then swinging walls up in the direction of the sentry. Once you get that wall, just jump onto a ramp and piece control the enemy through the wall. Building high walls is super important, so try to get comfortable with this. And if you're confused on what it should look like, head back to the main hub and look behind you and check out that video on YouTube. It'll show In this drill, you're going to practice placing a high wall in front of the enemy. So it starts out by ramping up towards the enemy and then swinging walls up in the direction of the sentry. Once you get that wall, just jump onto a ramp and piece control the enemy through the wall. Building high walls is super important, so try to get comfortable with this. In this drill, you're going to practice side jumping. Head back to the start out by placing a behind you and check out that video on YouTube. And then jump to the right or left of that cone and place a wall in front of this drill, you're going to practice side jumping. Start out by placing a cone through that glass floor, and then jump to the right or left of that cone and place a wall in front of the sentry while you're mid-air, and catch yourself on a floor. Once you're at that point, edit a window in the wall and piece control the enemy, take a peek shot, and go again. Practice alternating sides that you go to. You want to be comfortable doing this from every direction. In this drill, do not drop down in front of the sentry. The goal of this drill is to get comfortable placing and editing the wall from an awkward angle. So what I want you to do is make a double edit downwards through a flooring cone, place the wall in front of the sentry, and then a cone in the sentry's box. Do all of this without dropping down. Stay up on that top floor there. After getting comfortable with all these drills, you may be ready for the advanced section of the map. Woo, let's go! Welcome to the advanced piece control section. There's no tutorials within these drills because they're a little bit too complicated to explain without a visual demonstration. If you want to see exactly how I would do these drills, you can check out the YouTube video which is in the back of the main hub. But the main thing that's important in these drills is practice piece controlling from behind right-hand peaks and setting up good peek shots while resetting your wall after shooting. Apply all the stuff you learned in the beginner section and you should be chillin'. Good luck. If you're at all new to Fortnite or trying to get your skill up, this is the place to do it. Shoot any of the cubes to go to the rooms, and when you go to those rooms, there's going to be more cubes on the wall. Shoot any of those cubes to start that specific lesson. First step to learning how to piece control is understanding what it is. If you look at the bot right in front of you here, you'll see that half of the builds are yours and half of them are the enemy's. The goal throughout a fight is to try to get as many builds around the enemy as possible, because the more builds you have, the more peaks you can set up. If they owned all the builds, then they're nice and safe in their structure, but if you even own one wall, you may have an opportunity to make an edit and take a shot on the enemy. Practice taking some shots on this first sentry here. When you own all the builds around an enemy, this is the best scenario for you. You have them full boxed or full piece. When you have all the piece on the enemy, they have no escape. All you gotta do now is set up a nice peek shot, which we'll go into more later. If you're ever in a team game mode and you have all the builds around the enemy, a lot of times you wanna wait for your teammate to get there. Tell your teammate you have them full boxed, and when your teammate gets there, you jump in together and you can get a free kill. Now, just like in the first representation, in this scenario, you have partial peace on the enemy. What this means is you own a few builds and not all of them. Sometimes in this situation, you'll be able to take a shot before they get away. Other times, they'll escape out of the builds that they own. Now, whenever you have partial peace like this, you can do a thing called pre-boxing. Head over to the next reel to find out what that is. Walk around this box real quick. Notice how you own all the builds except for one wall. If the enemy owns just that one wall, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to try to escape out that direction. This is an opportunity for you to pre-box the enemy. If you know that they're going to escape out a certain direction, or even if you just think they're going to run out that way, you can make a box in that direction and they'll walk into your builds. And doing that is called a pre-box. It's important to note that cones are one of the most useful builds in the game. You may be wondering why. Cones can place farther than any other build. Try to stand as far away from this sentry as possible and hold out your cone bind. Look at how far that bad boy places. You can place a cone from almost an entire box away. But not only that, place a wall in front of this sentry here. If you look over the wall, the cone will place over the sentry a box away. So when you're in a fight, it's super important to try to look for opportunities to use cones to trap the enemy, whether it be getting them stuck on a ramp when you get them coned, or placing it over walls just like I just showed you. Use cones more and you'll end up outplaying your opponent way more often. Another important thing to know is that you can place walls pretty far from yourself as well. Try standing still a layer below the sentry here and hold out your walls. Then look straight up. Notice how you can place a wall in front of the sentry. That is basically called a high wall. You can use high walls in so many different situations: to block shots from people above you, to get a wall on an enemy above you, just like you just did to this sentry. By getting that wall, you can edit it and set up a peek and get the kill. There's lots of ways to use high walls, which you'll learn throughout this map, but that's just the basics of it. Now it's time to understand right-hand peeks, which is one of the most important things to get down. Position yourself to the left of the window here. Try to make it so that the sentry can't see you. If you quickly walk to the right, take a shot, and then reset the wall. That is an example of a right-hand peek. In the next section of tutorials, we're going to be completely focusing on peeks. The first peek we're going over is one of the most common. It's called a peanut butter peek. Why, you might be wondering? Probably because a peanut butter sandwich is best when it's cut in diagonals. To do this peek, you want to make the triangle, but when you confirm that triangle edit, make sure you're off to the left. If you're not far enough off to the left, the enemy's going to have an angle on you and they're going to shoot you. Once you make the edit, you want to jump upwards and to the left while taking the shot. And as soon as you shoot, reset your wall. For all the peeks we're going to be going over, always try to reset your wall after taking your shot. That way, if your shot doesn't kill the enemy, they won't be able to do counter damage because you will have reset that wall. And the other thing you need to know throughout these drills is try to have a cone in your box for the most part. If you don't have a cone in your box and you edit a peek, the enemy could place a ramp over you. And a lot of times, that's going to mess up your chance of ending the fight. The second peek is a window peek. Now there's something you need to know. Try editing a window on the far right, and then make a far left, and then make one in the middle. Notice how the middle window peak is a lot bigger than the other two. This means you need to be careful whenever you do a middle window peak, simply because if you're not far enough off to the left, the enemy's gonna have an angle on you and they're gonna shoot. So practice some different window peaks here, and when you feel comfortable, move on to the next one. This peak is called a low wall. The way you do this peak is you crouch underneath the wall and then go up to take the peak. Try placing a cone underneath you while doing this peak, because typically when you're in a fight, you're gonna wanna have a cone in your box, otherwise the enemy might be able to put a ramp over you. So practice setting up this peak and all the rest of them with cones in your box. That way you can get some variety practice.
It's like some contagious disease.
What about when you have piece control above the enemy? This is the type of edit you want to do. Edit the right tiles of your floor and cones and stand off to the left. A lot of times in this situation, the enemy is going to try to jump up in the place that you edit to take a shot on you. So be ready to place a wall just in case they go for that jump shot on you. But for now, practice editing those right tiles, and when you step into your peak, reset the floor. That way the enemy couldn't take a shot on you. The final peak we're going to go over is when the enemy's above you. The peak I have set up here is a bit complicated. You want to be on a ramp, have a floor above you, edit the back tile of the floor, and place another ramp above you. And then you can jump through the tile while you take a shot, and it's one of the most protected peaks in the game. It's called the Martaz peak. There are, of course, other ways to set up peaks from below. For example, you can try ramping up towards the enemy, placing a wall, and edit a window in the wall, and then it's just like a normal window peak. You can do the same thing with a peanut butter peak, a low wall. Practice doing a variety of things, and then you've completed your peak training and you're off to the next task, which is piece control behind peaks. Welcome to the third room, and this is probably going to be the most complicated one. This is the room where we finally start to piece control the enemies, but you get the insider scoop. I'm going to teach you some pro techniques to do it the best way possible. I have all the same peak scenarios set up as the previous room. Let's start with the triangle edit here. What I want you to do is position yourself so that the sentry cannot see you, just like we did for the peaks. The goal is to not get shot while piece controlling the enemy. So while you're behind this peak, try to place a cone in their box, walls around them, and a cone on top. You're probably already noticing that that left wall is hard to get without exposing yourself. Typically, when I'm piece controlling from behind a peak, I leave that wall open. But while doing it from behind a triangle edit, if you look upwards and to the left, you can still get that wall. Only if you look in the perfect spot. But practice piece controlling this first target from behind this peak on repeat, and set up good peak shots and reset your wall after your shots. This is going to be the hardest part of getting this down, but I'm telling you, it's going to pay off. Once you're ready, you can move on to the windows. For a window peak, it works exactly the same. You just have to stand off to the left of your window, and then you can place the cone above and below, and the back wall and the right wall. The left wall is going to be impossible to place without exposing yourself here, but it's okay. The way I approach it is if I see the enemy going out the left, I'll try to build an entire box out the left side before they get there. Or if you see them going to the left, you could just step into the window a little bit more and place that left wall. But for now, just leave that left wall open and focus on getting all the builds from behind the peak and setting up a good peak shot. And of course, reset your wall after every shot you take. Now, while you're on this drill, I got one more tip for you. Try placing a ramp in their box instead of a cone. If you get the sentry underneath the ramp, then you can get all the walls around him. You don't need to worry about being behind the peak until you edit the ramp. Once you want to take that shot, you just set up the edit on the ramp, get behind your window peak, and take the peak shot. Give it a try and then move on to the next when you're ready. The first two options are the best way to piece control from behind a right-hand peak. If you did it behind a low wall, oftentimes your head is going to be visible while trying to place the builds. So I would scratch that off your list of practicing right now. But what I do want you to do to this spot right here is set up a normal wall with a window in it. Stand in the window and then have your cone out. Look in the dead center of your screen with the cone build out. Just like in the first two drills, by standing to the left of the peak here, you can place the right walls and a cone or ramp in the enemy's box. After getting the builds in the enemy's box, just step into the peak and reset the floor afterwards. In the final drill here, I have the Martaz peak set up like we talked about in the peak section. What you can try doing is after taking the peak shot through the Martaz peak, place a wall. Notice how you can look straight up through the peak and place walls a layer up. A lot of times you can catch your opponents in that piece control. The other thing you can practice doing here is ramping up towards the enemy, placing a wall, and doing the different forms of piece control we practiced earlier, like through a window or through a peanut butter edit. And like always, set up a nice peak and reset your wall after taking your shot.
Like some contagious disease.
In this room, I'm going to try to explain to you when it's okay to actually jump into an opponent's box rather than setting up a peak. There's a few scenarios where this is okay to do, starting with this first one here. Notice how I gave you a little teammate here. If you and your teammate are ever fighting a solo, that is the first scenario where it's okay to get in, as long as if you guys are coordinated with it. You don't want to jump in alone unless you're 100% sure your teammate is right there on his other wall. Until you're 100% sure your teammate is there, just try to get good peek shots on the enemy, because you don't want to be the person that dies first and sells your teammates bread. The second scenario where it's sometimes okay to jump in is if you're 200 HP and your opponent has 1 HP. Jumping in can help you end that fight immediately and prevent them from getting heals off, which is why it's okay. But if you ever have the opportunity to set up a peek rather than jumping in, do it. Because if you jump in and you get hit for 150 damage, and a third party, a third person is rolling up to the fight, all of a sudden you're at the disadvantage and you're probably dead. Which is why it's usually better to set up a peek, but sometimes you need to jump in to end the fight. The third scenario, and this one is important. If the opponent just shot their pump shotgun, they're going to have a delay until they can shoot again. So if they ever shoot their pump, you can open a wide edit and shoot them before their pump recharges. A lot of times in pro fights, one of the biggest keys to winning the fight is that exact thing right there. They time their edits to be right after the enemy shoots. This takes a lot of practice and a lot of fighting experience, but it's a good thing to know. And the final situation is all about timing it so that the enemy is distracted. For example, let's say the enemy is boxed up spraying at a different player. You could pickaxe in the back of their box when they're not looking and maybe get a surprise attack. Or if you just piece control them so fast that they don't even have time to react, a lot of times you can get shots off before they can even realize you're there. Once again, this is something that you'll learn over time, but it's important to know. You made it to the final room, and this room is all about a thing called counter piece control. This isn't something you can necessarily practice, but it's important to know. Let's pretend in this first scenario, you walked up against the enemy's wall, and they built around you super fast. Knowing that they were about to do this, you decided to build a wall to your left. That way, you had an escape. That is called counter piece control. Building around you so that the enemy can't. If you ever predict that you're about to get piece controlled, try to claim one wall to your side. That way you can make a quick escape. A lot of people will try to just simply run out that side without placing the wall, and that's how you end up walking into an opponent's build and getting clipped. Try to build the wall first and then edit out, and it might save your life. The second scenario here is one of my favorites. A lot of times I'll walk up against an opponent's wall, knowing that they're going to try to edit on me, maybe try to piece control me or take a shot. So I place a cone underneath me and a wall to my left. By doing this, I can flip up the cone, edit the sidewall. Now what I want you to do is stand to the left of the wood builds and reset the cone. Notice how you can use this wall as a right-hand peek. So by doing this set of moves, you gained a right-hand peek on an opponent who thought they had the advantage on you. So next time you walk up to an opponent's wall and you think they're about to box you, place a cone in the left wall, flip the cone up, edit out the side, and then reset the cone. And boom, you have a right-hand peek on them.
Hey, I wanted. Oh, I just realized I needed. But yeah. I want to save this skin actually. Save the film. Put it here. I don't want to give that name right now. But we're gonna put on that one base skin. Recent favorite. I do like this skin though. It's just this. It's always this. And the tail. It's all mecha. I don't like mech. Bro looks like an absolute chud, by the way. Just not my type of skin. Anyways. When in doubt, put Star One on it. It's essentially what I'm saying now. Also, the reason why I'm not going fully is because look at that. Looks like Play-Doh. That's why you like a little bit. So. Does she have an emote? That's flaky. No emote. Interesting. Gabby Lane. So we need to do weekly. My main goal is to end at 50, and then I'm done. 50, and then I'll just leave the rest for them like the next time. Destroy objects, which is what we're gonna do. Alright. Wait, people are in here a lot too. I'll check it out. I'm joking, by the way. You gotta do other things than just practice. Interesting. It's kind of easy to destroy 200 stuff, whatever. gotta bust it. No doubt. There's not a door we can pull on. Kick over. So. Or there. I personally don't care about taking phone damage either, so. Bruh. What did this let us pick up? Oh, here we go. That's what we needed. But now I can just... I'll take a DMR. You also need to use that anyway. Oh, down but not out. Yeah, that makes sense. And then another way we can like destroy things is just oh, we just need to destroy one object. We can just hit a tree up, I guess. AR or SMG. SMG is kind of annoying. Oh, let's mantle for me? Behind you, dude. I'm much I had to do with the DMR? 500. Not that much. That was pretty dumb. Alright. I'll take the swing. Maven killed. Oh no. No one wants to take a beating to anything. Dude, I don't know. Bro, and you're emoting the gritty, yeah. Emoting in Team Rumble is insane. I know you can't see that though. It's cringe when people do that, really. It really is. Oh, he's coming up his butt hurt. Oh, no. My bad, bro. We're 50. I can end stream now. Take a break. Which I'll do in a minute. Okay. But alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I know it's been 2 hours and no communication at all, but yeah, I'll see you guys next time.